Hi, Louis.
Hi.
Glad to have you here today. So, based on our last conversation, I was, to my understanding, that you wanted to learn more about the developmentally effective approaches with your child, Chloe, who's 4 years old, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, a little background on developmentally appropriate practices in early childhood is that it's all geared towards a child's interest and their developmental needs based on their age. So, when we're doing developmental effective appropriate practices, that is when the child's goal is set in place by the teachers, and they kind of use that based off of observations, based off of interactions with Chloe, and kind of understanding where she is developmentally, socially, and emotionally too. And I do understand that Chloe is a very emotional child when it comes to social interactions and kind of like fitting in and not really getting her way sometimes. Is that true?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say so.
Okay, so another part of this is guiding children's behavior. And we go by NACE, which is the National Association for the Education of Young Children. This is based on the developmentally appropriate practice also for children from infancy to age 8. So with NACE, we kind of have a built-in framework of how we are supposed to go about children and kind of like how we develop them emotionally, socially, based on like academics and developmentally appropriate practices, like you said. So there is the developmentally appropriate practice that's called the professional's responsibility to promote quality in the care and education of young children compels us to revisit regularly the validity and currency of our core knowledge and positions, such as this one on issues of practice. So that kind of summed up means that the young children are being taught based on their interest and their developmental needs, like I told you before. So, do you have any questions right now?
Yeah, I understood everything you said, but like, what are some things that I could do at home to kind of help out?
With Chloe's emotional and like her.
Or like activities that I can do. Stuff
Okay.
Like that.
So, as an early childhood educator, we also go by standards, which is the curriculum framework. I had thought of 2 activities that you can do with Chloe. One is based on the visual arts, and that is when we're telling a story about a picture. So, for instance, you could have a picture, some random like artist or painting that you can bring up, and then you guys can kind of bring her toys into the mix. And you can start kind of a dramatic play type of story where Chloe starts off the story and then you guys kind of add to it. Like I know that her favorite toy is Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. So Pinkie Pie could be starting off in like a random castle, and then Chloe will start it off by saying what Pinkie Pie is going to be doing. And then you guys kind of branch off based on her ideas. And in that way, you'll be able to see if Chloe can tell a real or make-believe story, describe the shapes in a picture, or communicate the beginning and end of an event, which is based on the standard of tell a story about a picture, which is 1.4 OTM in the standard book. And then another activity that I thought of was cooking with Chloe. So I brought these as an example. We have flour, a mixing bowl, and a measuring cup. With this, Chloe would be able to practice her mathematical skills of organizing, measuring, representing, and understanding data. I know that Chloe does like to cook a lot, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So she would be able to practice pouring, mixing, going up to the measuring cup and seeing like the numbers and seeing if you mix something a certain way, will it be okay in the end, or will it kind of mess up the activity? So that goes based on the standard of 2.4 PKMP under the mathematical standards. Do you have any questions? Do you think these activities would be good for Chloe?
Yeah, I think that they're pretty well suited for her and like the type of kid that she is. Like, she does, like you said, she does like to try and help in the kitchen, and she's always telling stories with her toys anyway. So I guess if we can encourage her to kind of branch out, and we also help her branch out a little bit. So I think these activities are very directed for Chloe, and I think they'll really work for her in particular. So
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.